this is my game. Looks simple, right? But this little thing took me over a week of pain, confusion, and pure chaos. And when I say chaos, I mean hundreds of red error icons screaming at me like sirens. Yeah, I thought making a 2D game in Godot would be fun and easy. Spoiler alert, it wasn't. So here's the story of how I tried to make a simple game and ended up in programming hell. It all started with one innocent idea. I'll make a small, cool 2D platformer, a player that runs and jumps. Easy, right? How hard could that be? I opened Godot, created a new project, and I was like, let's go. Then 2 minutes later, I realized I had no idea what I was doing. So I went on YouTube, searched how to make a 2D game in Godot, clicked the first tutorial, and started following it step by step like a good student. And honestly, for the first hour, everything seemed fine. But then the chaos began. I tried to add a background, just a simple image. Yeah, it didn't want to show up. No matter what I did, it refused to appear. I changed layers, resized it, yelled at it, nothing worked. At that point, I started questioning my life choices. Then came the terrain. I wanted a nice little ground where my player could stand. After a lot of struggle, it finally worked. The game was starting to look real, but somehow, my character kept falling right through it. Like gravity had a personal problem with me. I finally fixed it, and the player could run and jump. I thought, yes, this is the last obstacle. But then came the red errors. They started appearing one by one until my screen looked like it was bleeding. Every time I fixed one error, 2 new ones appeared. It was like playing whack-a-mole, except the moles were made of pain. I even asked ChatGPT for help, and not gonna lie, even ChatGPT looked tired. At one point, I swear it said, good luck. The player was supposed to move, jump, and look cool. That's it, simple. But nope, he just stood there, completely still. No movement, no jump, nothing. Like he was saying, you proved me wrong, human.